Our standoff ending this afternoon as Wichita police arrested a man wanted after a deadly shooting late Saturday night. It all started here around 9:30 p.m. near 22nd and Hillside. That's just north of Wichita State's campus. Officers heard gunshots in the area, and upon arrival, they found 36-year-old Jesus Aguilera with multiple gunshot wounds. Aguilera was taken to the hospital where he later died. Now, hours later, around 5 o'clock Sunday morning, Wichita police learned that the suspect was at the house in the 800 block of South Longfellow. That's near Rock Road. That's where the hours-long standoff took place. Neighbors telling us today they were told to stay inside until police had the suspect in custody.
I look out my window and there's a police car here and I thought, what the heck?
Neighbors described the area around South Longfellow as quiet. However, Sunday morning, it was anything but.
Walk out here and one of the officers walks out and said, no, back in the house. I'm like, whatever you say, buddy, whatever you say.
Wichita police learned that a suspect connected to Saturday night's deadly shooting had barricaded himself inside a house and had refused to come out, leading to the SWAT team being activated.
And we conducted negotiations in English and Spanish for about 7 hours. Those were non-responsive negotiations, meaning that we were communicating with the individual, but we did not receive any communication back.
Police say the suspect then shot at the SWAT team with a handgun multiple times. No officers were hit, and police did not fire back.
The decision was made to input chemical munitions into the residence, and at that time the suspect did exit the residence, and he was taken into custody.
And they were just geared up. I mean, they were ready for it.
During the 7-hour standoff, those living nearby were told to take shelter and could not leave their house, causing some to change their Sunday plans.
Supposed to have breakfast with my daughter this morning for Father's Day. I couldn't get out. They wouldn't let me out of here.
Now, police did say they took the suspect into custody without incident once he got out of the home. The suspect and the victim did know one another.